PlayStation 4 and Xbox One was the generation of open world games. We've had so many good open world games that's even hard to decide which ones are the best ones. But today I'm going to list the best ones in my opinion, but I can easily make a second part or even a third part of this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you enjoy, let me know, click on the like, subscribe to the channel, videos almost every day here, really appreciate that, and that helps me a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go to the video.
Hey, Slick, it's me!
GTA 5 is one of the biggest games ever made, a huge action open world game. Despite you can finish the story in under 30 hours, believe me, that's gonna be amazing to try to do the extra stuff of the game. It was developed by Rockstar Games, released in 2013, even got the Game of the Year award in that year, and it was released to PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, but in the next years it was also released to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Series S, PlayStation 5 and PC. And in the PlayStation 4 generation, it got some new interesting features back then, like a first-person mode.
You wasn't gonna hit me.
The story of the game is good, mixing things of the reality of the moment with a lot of sarcasm, taking no sides and making an amazing satire of the American world, with good characters and an impressive freedom in the open world. GTA 6 is already announced. It may come out in 2025 or 2026, and it's surely going to be one of the biggest games ever created, so just be sure to play GTA 5 before.
Life is just one long mystery.
Minecraft is a huge open-world sandbox with infinite possibilities, and is to this day the best-seller game of all time. The game was developed by Mojang and released in 2009 on a lot of platforms, and today it's available for everything you can imagine. This is one of the most complex games ever created, and I'm serious. In case you don't know it, you may think it's a simple game because of the graphics and gameplay, but don't be fooled. This is a game that if you just want to explore and build different simple things, you can do it. But if you really want to master everything of the game, you'll really see how complex and unique this game can be. You can even build your own PC inside the game, but you gotta be a master to do it. This is basically an infinite game, but you can finish it by killing the dragon, but won't take much of your time if you really know how to do it, usually less than 50 hours.
Listen to me, we don't want to kill any of you.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing and realistic experience in the American Western of the ending of the 18th century, with an impressive open world and story. The game was developed by Rockstar Games and released in 2018 to Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and later to PC. And so far it didn't have any upgrade to the new generation of consoles, but it works better on Xbox One X and Xbox Series X.
We're more ghosts than people.
The missions of this game are all unique, with an unbelievable character development through the story, and setting one of the most realistic open world video games ever seen. And in the case you enjoy the experience this game gives you, you can easily spend over 100 hours playing in the single player mode. You've got a lot of things to do, believe me, a lot of things. That's hard to do everything, but that's going to be worth it, and this game deserves it, believe me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a robbery.
Sons of Dutch. Makes us brothers. Sometimes, brothers make mistakes.
Marvel's Spider-Man is one of the best superhero video games ever created. The game is developed by the studio Insomniac Games and released in 2018 to PlayStation 4, but today it's also available on PC and PlayStation 5. The game was a true success, and they also released Spider-Man 2 in 2023. That's also a good game, but the first one is still better in my opinion. The game set an immersive open world, with a lot of main and side quests to do. The gameplay of the game is incredible. It's one of those games that just to explore the places and see the details of each place is extremely satisfying. You really feel like you're a Spider-Man in the game, what is extremely fun. The story is very good too, with good and also classic characters. And the story takes about 15 hours to be finished, but could go up to 35 hours plus in case you try 100%. The Witcher 3 is simply one of the biggest action RPG ever created. The game was developed by CD Projekt Red and released in 2015 to Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC, but eventually the game was also released to Nintendo Switch and even the new generation version to Xbox Series X and S and PS5.
After all these years,
Are you sure it's her?
yes. And she's in danger.
The game follows the story of Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher that fights monsters and other threats in exchange for money. But the main objective of Geralt in this game is finding Ciri, who is in danger through a big part of the game.
Witnesses claim the wild hunt follows her. You must find her.
And when I do,
The game can take 50 hours to be finished or even 100 hours plus. Even got 2 great expansions with incredible story, a game that really should play. Ghost of Tsushima is an insane open-world action-adventure game. The game was developed by the studio Sucker Punch Productions and released in 2020 to PlayStation 4, but it's also available on PlayStation 5 and PC today. The game is set in Japan in the 13th century. You're a samurai, but after an invasion, you need to use some different ways that the samurai wasn't supposed to use, what will allow you to fight the intruders and possibly save your community. The visual art of this game is an absolute masterpiece, with beautiful graphics and especially for the decisions of gameplay. The game barely has a HUD. The information of where you need to go as you mark something in the map won't be displayed in the gameplay, but you know the direction based on the wind. It's just slide the touchpad of the controller and the wind will blow in that direction, what is really well done in this game.
Some say he died on the beach. He is a
Gameplay is fast and fluid, with a lot of possibilities and moves. The story takes about 25 hours to be finished, and 100% could go up to 60 hours of gameplay.
Unique situation. Joining us as a fifth
Hogwarts Legacy is the definitive experience for you that likes the universe of Harry Potter, and you always wanted to play a game that really let you explore Hogwarts. Despite you don't see Harry Potter himself in this game, you meet and interact with different known characters of the series. All that with a fun gameplay, beautiful graphics, and an extremely respectful version of this beloved universe.
Various finishes. You can even use the mysterious, powerful magic your
The game was developed by Avalanche Software, released in 2023 to Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Series S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch, and is now an extremely beloved game by those who knew the series, or even by those who never watched any movie or read any book of the series. That shows the game is also good as a game, and not just a fan
you
service.
have much to learn.
You have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you.
The story mode can take up to 27 hours to be finished, and in the case of 100%, that could take more than 70 hours to be finished.
on your path to become.
Elden Ring is a definitive Souls-like experience, set in a huge and immersive open world with an immense lore, challenging bosses, and impressive scenario. The game was developed by the studio From Software and released in 2022 to Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Series S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC, and won the Game of the Year award in that year on TGA. If you've never played any Souls-like before, know it's a kind of action RPG, with some specific features like a bonfire, a Souls mechanic that's a sort of money in the game, hard bosses, and much more. That's even hard to explain. You gotta really play it. And Elden Ring is the biggest one so far, and the best one to start if you've never played any before. In 2024 the game received a great expansion, Shadow of the Erdtree, with over 20 hours of content, even harder bosses and enemies, a new map, new weapons, and much more. You really need to play it. Horizon Zero Dawn is an original and immersive game. It was developed by the studio Guerrilla Games and released in 2017 to PlayStation 4, but is also available today on PC. The game is set in a huge and dangerous universe, where humanity was supposed to be no more, but for a reason there are still people in the planet, all due to an invention that will be part of the story in the future of the game.
And the elders, they've been holding you back.
a curse. She came from
The world is filled with machines that resemble the prehistoric animals. Some of them are not hostile, but some will try to kill you at all costs, so you better be ready. The gameplay is fluid and well done. You can use different types of weapons and ammo, unlocking more and more as you play. And what's really fun is that there are different strategies to vanquish each one of the machines, using different types of weapons and ammos, and that's really fun. The story takes about 20 hours to be finished, and 100% could go up to 60 hours of gameplay. And the sequel was already released, and it's really good too, and it's called Horizon Forbidden West.
Was my mother.
Always you pushed for answers. Push yourself to the edge. Here in the valley.
Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, along with The Witcher 3, are the two greatest action RPG of all time. The game was developed by Bethesda and released in 2011 with PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and PC, but eventually the game was released to a lot of different platforms, including Nintendo Switch. And this game is to this day one of the best games of all time. In this game you create your own character. You choose the race, the class, and the appearance of your character. And through the game you can follow the path you want, exploring the huge open map and unlocking the abilities you want in the skill tree. But obviously you must do some quests to unlock some specific skills. The game can take 50 hours to beat, or even more than 100 hours, if you really want to explore the world and opportunities the game gives you. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed, let me know, click on the like, subscribe, leave your comments too, that helps me a lot. Thank you so much for watching and so long.